welcome back to the Spider's Web. Now, as many of you know, me and Ali will be getting married next month. In fact, I'm saying next month, from the date of this video being shot, it's next month. The actual date this goes out is actually our wedding day. So today, we shall say, me and Ali got married. And part of the decorations that we had on the table at our wedding day, after the wedding service for the meal, was this. It's the table numbers. Okay, we've done it in such a way as it will store dice. I'm trying to make it like a treasure chest, and the treasure in it is dice. And we've got one for everybody, or for every table except one. Ours. So, what we're going to do, and I've just realised I've made a mistake because I've done the front of the thing, but I haven't done the back. Oh well, never mind. So, I'm not going to do anything about that. What I'm going to do, however, in this video is show you how I did this. Okay, it's very, very simple, but it's one that I'd like to show because I can. And we're starting off with the chest that I bought. The chest that I bought from a shop in Wigan called The Works. Now The Works is it's very cheap stationery and bookshop, and it sells things like this. Ignore the cardboard wrapped round. This is basically the box with a bit of cardboard wrapped around it, and that's what it looks like inside. In this we've got a few things that aren't to do with anything, it's just some other things I've made. But what I've done with the box is I've stained it a dark oak stain, so it looks like that both inside and out. I've not done the bottom, and you'll find out why. Also, if you look at the actual table markings, you will see this going up. That is basically, I'm sure I can go down here. Yep. Anyway, it's basically two of these. You'll recognise these. If you frequent coffee shops and various cafes, you'll get these for stirring your cup of coffee. The ones I've got here are longer than those. Or the longer ones I've got for doing this. And what I've done is I've glued two together. I've cut them slightly different, as you can see. So I've cut them, I've measured how I want them, and I've cut them to there. I've glued them on, I've cut one off there to where I want it to stop, and then at the top I've cut it so that it's both level, and again I've stained it a dark oak colour. So what's left to do? Well, let's get down to the table and I'll show you. Here we are. This is basically what we're using for the bands that go around the chest to make them look like the metal. And if I take a ruler, I can remind myself exactly how long it was. I'm going to change my glasses, put my reading glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. Oops, sorry about that. So if you look here, you will see it's a centimetre width. Okay, or just over a centimetre width, to be honest, but the just over doesn't really make much line of difference. What we need to do I'm struggling with this now because the way I've got my camera set up, it's slightly, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in from the side for these. Okay, that looks better. Okay, so we need 2 strips, which are 1 centimetre wide. So we'll get a pencil, and we'll make one at 1 centimetre, and then another 2 centimetre. Why was I going with inches then? I don't know. Let's clear some space. I should have sorted this before I started, but I didn't, so there. So again, 1 centimetre and 2 centimetre. Next thing we need to do is getting a knife and cutting along. This is just very thin card. It's the kind of card that Wilock uses, and this doesn't look as though it's straight to me. I don't know whether it's not, that's why. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that up there, line it up with that. Oh, it is. That's okay. I'll put that to one side just in case I need any more. And the first thing we're going to do is taking it from the middle of the, I'm hoping you can see this, okay? I'm going to take it from the middle of the hinge, fold it over the top, and then I'm going to need another one. Okay, so what I'm going to do there is mark it where the opening is, and I'm going to cut it on that line. Hope you can see that. And cut it straight off there, and then I'm going to put that on top of there, like so. And cut off. I'll put those to one side, and I will get some glue. The glue I'm using for this is Gorilla Super Glue Gel, and I'm just going to run my finger either side of the card just to give it a nice curve to it, and then I can add super glue gel to it, and we'll pop that there, run it over, and that's that. I'm doing this for quickness. Okay, I didn't use super glue gel for the original one. I used something completely different. I can't remember what I used for it. Let's just make sure that that's the same. It is. So once again, we'll pinch between fingers and add a curve to it. Once we've got the curve, we can add the super glue gel. We need to stick this down quite quick. Okay, pop that on there and all the way over. And we'll open it up and leave it to, oops, I've got some glue on my fingers. So it's giving it a nice steady or nice flush attachment. What I need to do before I do anything else, if I can, is cut off this part which is up slightly overhanging. So I'll do that. There we are. That's that. So that's almost looking as we want it. The next, we will attach that to there, and when we've got it where we want it, we can put a little line and cut it off. I'm going to fasten that. Will both of these will be enough? Yep, that's fine. So what I need to do first of all is just make sure that all the loose parts of this are all tatty, and we'll add some super glue gel just under like so, and then pop this. Right, so that's that bit done, and we do the same again here, and that's not quite long enough, but it will do. It will do. And now this one needs a bit of a trim off. That's fine. And next we go here and we add a line across, and we turn it round. In fact, I won't turn it round. I'll cut that one off first of all, and we'll put the glue down there and attach that to where we want it. Then I'll put that on there like so. In fact, what the heck, I'll just put the glue on. Oops, that's not acting like gel. That's just poured out. So I'll have to leave that for a few moments. And while we're waiting for that to dry, what we can do then is get some foam core. Now, in this, the foam core is not super what's the word I'm looking for? Super crucial for measurements. I should have got this out beforehand. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take the piece from the one that I've already made up and put that over there, and I'll move that and put the lid back on it. Okay, so I've got the piece out of the one I showed you earlier. As I said, it doesn't have to be brilliant looking, it doesn't have to be spot on measurements, as long as it's close enough. And we can mark off there and mark off there. This is just an offcut of what do we call it? Foam core from another project I've been doing. So I'll put that to one side, and then we'll take this and oops. There we are. That's one done. And now we can get another piece. I don't think we're going to get anything out of there. Nope. Put those to one side and get another piece and do exactly the same again. We can mark off that edge, mark off that edge, and then we can pop this back in there along with that cover, and we can cut this out as well. As I said, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as it goes in, because all this is doing is just giving a little bit of depth to the inside, making it look as though it's fuller. It's just a bit of padding out really, because I don't want to spend a fortune on dice to fill the chests. I just want to make it look as though it's full. So there we are. That's it. Might actually trim that bit off. How's that going? I'm gonna oops. I'm just going to cut this bit off like so, and then we can sit it there and open it up, and that can fit in, and that can fit in. Okay. Now that doesn't seem to be taking as much of this. Have I got 3 pieces in this one? Ah, no. Haven't got 3 pieces. What I've got underneath here is a bit of a raised area, which is just, shall we say, 13 millimeters. So we can use this. Okay, so I'm going to put these back where they belong. So get these up there, and that's set up there, and that's out of the way. I don't want them getting damaged because I don't really want to keep going over and doing them again and again and again. Okay, so we'll put that like that, and we can mark off 13 what do we call it? We can call it 13 millimeter from one straight edge to another, and we'll line it up and cut it out. So that's one 13 millimeter which will now sit on the bottom of here. Right, so, and that's going to get marked off there, and it doesn't have to be an exact marking. And then we can see if we can fit another one out of there. Not really. So we'll come to this one. That'll do nicely. So we'll mark off 13 millimeters here. Doing. There we go. One 13 millimeter mark. Another 13 millimeter mark. And then we can join the dots and cut out. There we are. So they're both exactly the same. And what I used originally was what do you call it? Thingy glue. I'm just wondering if this will work as well as So we've got that, and we can apply that to there, just like so. And then once again, I don't know if this is going to eat. This is the polystyrene. This is not coming out as gel. It's coming out as a liquid for some strange reason. I don't know why. But there we are. And that is the basis of the base, as it were. That's not quite dried yet at the back, but that's fine. And then this bit will sit in here quite happily, and this bit will sit on the top. However, there is another step that I need to go through to finish this off, and that is with a little black foam. And what we're going to do is take the measurement of the black foam from the inside and just cut, making sure that it's as near as damn it the right size, and we have that in there like so, and then we push that in there, move it over a touch, and then using a little more of the liquefied gel super glue, only a spot, a spot's too much there, but never mind, we can hold it on like so and wait until it dries. Or wait until it's settled enough to, what's the word I'm looking for, to be, to hold itself, is what I'm meaning. The next thing we need to do is paint the cardboard. And I simply did that with a little bit of a dark metallic colour. In this case, I think it was Army Painters Metallics Rough Iron, and then go over it with a copper colour, which is one of the GW paints, but when we come back, once all the glue has dried, I can show you exactly what I did then, because we're trying to match the look of the banding there with the look of the other metallics, the hinges and the locking mechanism on the front. So I'm going to give it a few moments for the silver to dry, for the super glue to dry, and when we come back I can show you then how to, or how I did the banding. Okay, so in fact, beggar it, I think it's near enough done, to be honest. So what I'm going to do is get an old DVD and put, yeah, it's dried. I'll get an old DVD, give the paint a shake, and I'm going to sit down for this one because, oops, I can. And I'm going to get a brush. I'm going to find a brush that's big enough for what I want. Right, here we are, we're back, and as I said, we're going to be using rough iron. Hope you can see that. And we're also going to be using Citadel paint, Hashut copper. So I'll give the rough iron a good shake, because these paints need a good shake. And we'll pop some down on the CD. The actual spout on this has torn somewhat. There's a split in it somehow, so I'm not quite sure about it, but I'm just going to go over and paint up the cardboard and being as careful as I can around the edge of it. There we are. We're not looking for, you know, superb model painting skills, and if this was any bigger, I certainly wouldn't be using, you know, I mean, miniature paints. But I don't have any other paints that I could use to do this, so this is why I'm using them. So we're using the rough iron paint and the Hashut copper, and we'll make sure as best we can that the edges are done, and being very, very careful not to get any of this onto the wood of the box. I mean, obviously accidents will happen, and you know, one of those things. So I'm going to show you how I did that one. I'm going to do this all along with, all over these cardboard bits that I stuck on earlier. I'll do that. I'll do this next one as well. It'll give the first one time to dry, and then I'll repeat it all. Oops. I'll repeat it all so it's. I'll repeat it all off camera, so you're not sitting through me driveling on and on about the same thing over and over again, because that's all it will be. So I've done this, I've done that, I've done the other. So I'm just giving this the chance, I'm just giving the first one a chance to dry enough, and again making sure as best as you can that these don't go on the wood. I know I did have a slip and get it on the wood on the other side, but it's not a big problem if that happens. I'm hoping you can see this. If you can't, I do apologise, but I have to get it done in such a way where I can actually see what I'm doing. There we are. Not really too fussed about the bottom, because to be honest, it's not, that bit's not going to be seen, and these are all just going to be like a one-shot use. But just to tidy it up, I can add some along the bottom. There you are. So as you can see, sides, top and front done. So that's that. The next thing I want to get is a whatchamacallit, a small-ish, where's it gone? There. A smallish dry brush. Oh, well, there's all sorts of gunk on this. Oh, well, never mind. It will do the job for what I want. So using the, as I said, the Hashut copper. I'm sorry, I've actually had to Oh dear God, I've actually had to raise the camera up a little more than I usually would with painting because it's quite a deep thing, this. And then we'll just go over the front gently, just to take that dark edge off. Oops, wrong one. There we are. And once again, I've done it different on each one, but as I said, we're just trying to add a little bit of colour to that to make it look similar, not exactly the same, but similar to the so you can zoom in so you can see it, similar-ish to that. I haven't got the same colour to make it similar to that, so I'm not even going to try, but that's how I've done it. Okay, so I'll do the top and the back of this, and then we'll come back and I can take it from there. Okay, so it won't be long. Okay, so here it is, finished. As I said, that will get glued on like so, but that's how it looks. That's how it will look. Thing is, I'm going to have to redo this and put it on the opposite other side, so that what's the word I'm looking for? It will look right. It will match up with the others because, as I showed you earlier, it's exactly the same design on both sides. But I will give you a look now. I'll show you how it is going to look. The thing is, I'm trying to work out how the best way of doing this would be. Okay. Basically, all I'm going to do is just tip. I've got all these in the bag. I'm going to tip and it's also little jewels and things as well. It's in there, and they will get tipped in and pushed about so that it looks as though it's a treasure chest that is overflowing, shall we say. So that's how the table numbers for the wedding are going to look. Okay. Well, that's how the table numbers for the wedding looked. Because, as I said, this will be set to actually become available to see on the night of our wedding, which will be the 21st, or which is today's date of it being broadcast, the 21st of March. So that is our wedding day. Well, today was our wedding day, as it were. This is getting all confusing. Because, yeah, at the moment we've not even finished February yet. It's the 25th of February, and sorry, the 26th of February at the time of filming, so that's why I'm getting a little bit confused of what's going on. But there we are. That's how the table numbers are going to look, or did look. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, and still to come is more video footage from the wedding itself, and I hope you enjoy that as well. So until next time, take care, God bless, and bye for now.